Hello guys, I'm Azhar, and in this video we will discuss strings. So basically strings are a series of characters. So as you can see, I have a string, hi, I am Azhar. Now I have another string, this is Python course. So as you can see, here are characters H, I, A, M. So strings are basically a series of characters. Here, as you can see, we have a string Python, and the same string again we have Python. So to declare a string we use either a single quote or a double quote. It makes no difference whether either you use a single quote or a double quote. Python will recognize it as a string. Here are the examples. For example, we have string whose name is course, and what is in the string? There is programming in the string. So here you can see in the string we have programming, and another string we have language, and which we have Python, and we have another string starting date, and it has 1st March 2020, for example. So these are all strings. Index. Every character in a string has its own index. As you can see here, I is on index 0. It starts from 0 and ends on the length of the string. Here as you can see, I is on 0. Every space also have an index. Here as you can see, the space after I has index 1, and after that we have A, and which is on index 2. We have M, which is on index 3. We have another space which is on index 4. We have capital A on index 5, and Z on index 6, and H on index 7, and A on index 8, and R on index 9. So as you have seen, every character in a string has its own index. We also have negative indexes. Here you can see it starts from -1 and ends on the length of the string. So we have R on -1 index, which means that this is the negative index, which is equal to 9 index. So 9 is equal to negative index -1. Operations. We have two operations on strings, plus and asterisk. So what does plus do? Plus concatenate or join two strings. As we have two strings here, Python and course. So if we want to join them, so I will write Python plus and course. Here we will get Python course. And what does asterisk do? Asterisk repeat a string. Here if we have a string called Python, so we want to repeat this string 3 times. So what will we do? We will write like this, Python asterisk 3. So we will get this result. So now let's move into our code editor and write some code. So here in our code editor, I will create a string, for example name, and this will contain, for example, Azhar. So what will I do? I will print this name. I will write here name, and let's run this. So as you can see, Azhar here because name contain Azhar. Now if we have another string, for example course, and this will equal to, I will use now double quotes. It doesn't make any difference if I use a single quote or double quote. Here I write programming. So let's first I will print here course. So let's run this. So as you can see, it has displayed programming here. So strings can be of any length. For example, we can create so long string that it can be a sentence, it can be even a word, it can be a long sentence. So let's try one. We have, for example, a string that is long. For example, we name it a sentence, and this string will contain, for example, Python is a very good language. So now let's print this. I will print here sentence, and as you can see, it's working. It has displayed Python is a very good language. We can have short strings like as you can see, one word, other, and a long like Python is a very good language. So now we will work on operations. For example, I have a string, I will call it date, and it will contain 1st December, and now I have another string, I will call it year, and it will contain, for example, 2000. So now I want to concatenate these two strings. So what will I do? I will just type, I will make another string, I will call it result, and it will be equal to date plus year. So what will it do? It will join date, which is 1st December, with this year, which is 2000. So here as you can see, I will print now. As you can see, it has joined 1st December 2000. So we can also add a space between them by two quotes, and here I will just place one space, as you can see, and I will add another plus sign here. So now let's see. So as you can see here, there is a space between December and 2000. So in this way the operation plus works. Now we have another operation called asterisk. So what asterisk do? It repeat a string. So for example, I have a string called language, and it contain Python. So I want to repeat Python 3 times. So what will I do? I will make another string, and it will be equal to language asterisk 3. So I will print this. So as you can see, it has printed Python 3 times. Now I want to print this three times, but a space between them. So one way to do is that I will add a space here, and as you can see, now there is a space between them. I can also use this plus operator here. So what will I do then? I will have to make another string, for example join, and it will be equal to language plus space, right? Now this will be join. So let's see. So now you can see it is now separated by a space. So now let's move to our index. So for example, we take this date string. Here we have a string, a date, which contain 1st December 2000. Sorry, 1st December. So what will I do? I want to print the first character of the string. So what will I do? I will use print, and I will type the name of the string, that is date. I will use square brackets, and I will just mention the index of the character which I want to print. So I want to print 1 which is on index 0. So let's see. So as you can see, it has printed 1. Now I want to print the character which is on index, for example, 2. So here you can see it has printed T as it is on index 2. If you want to display range of indexes, so what will we do? We will just we'll have to specify the range. For this we will use the lower range like 0, colon, and 1 greater than the required range. For example, if I want to display just this first, I will as it starts from 0, so 1 is on 0, S on 1, and T on 2. So I will not write here 2, but rather I will write here 3. So as you can see, it has printed first. So if I write here 2, it will not print first, it will just print 1s, as you can see. So what we have to do, we have to select the upper limit 1 greater than the required character we want to display. So here it was about this, and now let's check the negative character, so negative index. So here if I write here -1 and check whether it is working or not, so it has printed R, which is on -1 index, as we have seen in the negative indexes. So it was all about this, and in the next session we will talk about functions, and we will learn functions and Python. So I hope that you will have liked this video. So if you like this, click the like button, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, and press the bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you.